And we're live.
Hey, what? Hey, hi guys. It's me. Good to see you. Glad to be with you folks on Tuesday. We are all tired, every single one of us, but it is me, John Chapman here. We're going to do Takeover Tuesday, and a little bit of change up. We got a couple folks not feeling great after all the craziness, but I do have Trent today is going to be my co-host. Say hi, Trent.
Here.
Yeah, he's got his mic. He's going to be handling messages. And this time I got Dawson as our cameraman. I don't know how that's going to go. There's nobody squirrelier than Dawson. So he's going to be here with us. We're going to talk about stuff. Today's show is the IBMA Hall. This is all the stuff that we brought back or just showed up while we were at IBMA or Winfield. There are some amazing things. So I'm probably not going to be able to do as many demos of things that are currently in stock, but I'm going to go through as many of these as possible and try to answer as many questions as you guys have for me. In fact, Trent, tell us who's watching today. Who's visiting?
We got Tex, Alex A, Don Curtis, Jeremy Baker.
Whoa.
Tress was here. Tress or Trace, whatever.
Tress. It's Tress. Yeah, I got straightened out on that one.
Stephen Mooney's here. All of our normal people.
Yeah.
Looking through. Yeah, Godify Lee's here.
Lee, I had somebody who visited with us. I want to say it was the band that we had start off our morning on Saturday that says they know you pretty well. So that was cool to see. Yeah, lots of cool stuff at IBMA.
Everybody's talking about the weather.
It's been rainy here. We actually got a lot of rain. It's. I woke up to thunderstorms. Did you guys have thunderstorms at your house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Trent? Yep.
Yep. All right.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty rough. So, yeah.
All right.
Any big questions? Any fleeting concerns? Any of that kind of stuff?
Nothing yet, looks like. I'm just kind of skimming through again. I'll let you know if I find something.
It was a big time in Chattanooga. I know my crew over there, we worked our tails off. We got to work with a lot of folks. George from Alvarez was working inside the booth. Christine from Thompson. So I've got one of their guitars here to show you guys. I have one of those in stock. We had Robin and Guillaume from Boucher working inside the booth. We had David from Gallagher Guitars. We got some of those. So these are kind of the things that ended up here. It was a crazy week. I've got prototypes, some of the stuff that showed up for the first time, you'll get the chance to see and hear, and then things that you didn't even get to see from IBMA will be here. Our crew was awesome at Winfield. If you were at Winfield, let us know. I'd love to see that in the comments as well. And if you're at IBMA, tell me if we got to see you there. Lots of neat stuff, lots of great content. Went to the IBMA award show, Jonas, Corey, and me, and Jeremy and Jason. It was a good time there. Got to see two of my favorite acts in the whole world, Hot Rise and the Bluegrass Cardinals, both inducted into the Bluegrass Hall of Fame. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, it was a great time. In fact, Christine's calling me right now. I'm gonna have to call her back. She's like, are you gonna be there to talk about my guitars? Yeah, probably. But yes, those all have been handled. I got some great stuff. So mandolins galore. Let's try to grab as many of these. I'm gonna start with this guitar right here. And then stop me, Trent, if I need to be stopped, okay? Because there's so much to talk about. This came in. This is the D18 Authentic aged. And again, I haven't got to see this yet, so I'm real excited to check this one out. Just came in. Trent took photos of it. I love the aged Authentics. They are my favorites. Each one of them is unique and different. They look the part, they act the part, and they usually sound the part. And yes, we did a video on this. They do sound different than just the regular Authentics. There is a different formula to the finish that they use. Authentic aged, so I'm glad to have another one of these in. 1937 Authentic aged, has some of the belt buckle scars and various different cracks and finishes in these guitars. Every one of them is unique, and like I said, it is a different finish formula than was on the standard Authentic, so it does sound different. So I do think it's worth it. Sounds fantastic. So
Tex wants to know, did you bring back those Bourgeois guitars?
I did, Tex. In fact, I'm going to show off the one. We actually just had Guitar Xana was here visiting us live in the studio. I showed her that guitar. She was trying to decide if it was for her or if it was for you. She loved it. Played it for a long period of time. In fact, we were contemplating if we were going to figure out a way for her to drive it home to you in Montana. But I hadn't heard from you yet. So hopefully you're okay, by the way, and your family's okay. I know there was some scares this weekend, so I'm hoping for the best for that, by the way, Tex. But I will show that guitar too and some others.
M. Wooten says, looking for a suggestion. Play mainly fingerstyle and light strumming for worship and singer-songwriting style. Playing an OM28 Martin. Looking for a shorter scale though. Any suggestions?
We can always go to the triple O if you want to keep that big body sound, or a short, just any of the short scale. Keep it the small body. I mean, just the exact same guitar would be that as a triple O, so you could get the exact same guitar as a triple O. That would be a really good option. So I guess you tell me what you're wanting to do different than your OM besides short scale, and that'll also help me a little bit for a suggestion too. This just came in, D28, 2025 in the 1935 Sunburst. Also fantastic. I like these a lot. I love the new Sunbursts. Beautiful. 1935 Sunburst, D28. There's that one. Most of these have hit the website, by the way. Trent's been working his tail off, catching photos and uploading guitars. So a lot of this stuff, there'll be some of this stuff that will have hit the website, and you can check out. I'm going to dump this right past you guys here. I'm going to put it over here so I don't mix up my stuff here. I apologize, guys.
Yeah, all the Martin pile that we had over there should be online. Well, with the exception of the ukulele.
Couple. This is another cool Martin that just arrived. I'm pretty excited about this. SC28. So we haven't had, I don't think we've had the SC in the 28, but this is the US version of the SC body.
So I'm going to take this over to him, and as soon as he gives me...
Glad to have one of these back in style. These are the most, if you are a non-standard acoustic player and wanting more of the electric comfort and playability,
Right back, okay?
in a Martin style. Go ahead through, Corey. I've got so much stuff in here, I'm killing these guys. I think these are the most comfortable guitar Martin makes. Again, in a full 28 style, so solid rosewood. Most of the SCs are laminate sides and back, but the SC28 and SC18 are all solids. This one's coming with the LR bags option, so you can do the Martin Electronics, Fishman Electronics, or an LR bags Anthem. And in this case, we opted for the Anthem and this guitar. So this just came in. That's another cool Martin. I'm going to try to go through as many as I can as quick. So keep feeding me questions. and I will keep feeding you guitars.
Jeremy Baker says, I have a technique question.
'Kay.
When playing acoustic, especially lead, do you change the grip of the pick to project more, or do you hold the pick loose to soften the attack?
So my rhythm attack is much more open. In fact, if you want to close up on this, this is what my hand looks like with the grip pick that I have for that. Now, when I lead, I actually pinch up and square up on it, leave less some of it out there in the open. You see my whole hand closes up, and it gives less flexibility and more structure for individual leads, and it'll be loosened up to that same. My thumb stays the same. It's just choked up on versus loose out here. Those are kind of the differences in the lead to rhythm comparison. Same exact grip, just chokes up different. This gives me a whole lot more flexible, loose grip, flexes a lot more here, way less flex. It's choked up on and has more control. So that's my differences. I'm gonna slide by you one more time as we're moving.
Vince is in the chat.
Yep. Vince, what's up, buddy? He's been picking out some really cool stuff here lately.
Peter Rayhill says, kind of weird seeing the back bracing via the sound hole on the SC.
That's the only one. The SC has it has X bracing on its back. Most other ones will be ladder braced or just cross braced. But SC is, I think, Martin's only guitar that is cross braced or has a X brace, sorry, on the back. This is back in stock. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. It's a standard model, but now the D35. Again, golden era braced, but not scalloped. So that's kind of an interesting run, but it is golden era brace. Again, 3-piece back on the D35, no volute for a rosewood guitar, does have the Grover tuners instead of the open backs. So those are some of the differences in a 28 to 35 style guitar.
Tim Lyons says, a shout out to John, Corey, and Jonas for taking the time to meet with me and my wife at IBMA. It was also a pleasure meeting Robin
awesome.
and Gillen.
Yep.
Looking forward to the arrival of my incredible Boucher.
He did. He got himself a new guitar out of there. He actually traded one in, a Dreadnought trade-in. While we were at IBMA, he upgraded to a new Boucher BG52 Burst, a gorgeous Burst.
And everybody's saying, congrats on his Boucher, and he's going to love it.
Yes, you will. All right, I'm still rolling around here, guys.
Somebody wants to know exactly what Boucher he picked.
He did. It was a BG52 with a gorgeous Burst. It was really nice.
Nice.
All right, we got this in. This was actually what he traded in. Just got this one back from the shop. This one we special ordered for him. This is the Brook Liegert wood in Burst, I believe, and he ordered this a while back, but wanted to trade it in on the Boucher. So there you go. The Brook Liegert wood. It hasn't even been cleaned up yet. We're going to bring this in, and it is a Dreadnought trade-in from IBMA. So
Tex has a good point. 90 watching, 18 likes. Please hit the like button. Yeah, that helps out. Helps us out a ton, as well as subscribing and all that stuff. Comment, everything like that helps us out a ton, folks. So keep on commenting, asking questions, and
please do.
Yes.
All right, so that's most of the Martins, unless I come up with something else that comes in. All right, so let me put this out of the way. I'm gonna slowly get things out of the way so I don't re-grab the same things over and over. All right, let's talk about some Bourgeois. So a bunch of professional standards came in the satin finish. This is cool. I just saw this. I grabbed this one from next door. This one came in as the new LDBO standard. Again, professional series. So this means the light satin finish in nitro cellulose lacquer. Has the white buttons on it. A very, very gorgeous look. It has a sheen to it. So it's not a true satin. It is their version of it. It is a nitro which has a little sheen to it. Everybody is loving the sound of these guitars. And the best part is the price point on these. I think this one comes in at $41.39, but most of them are under $4,000. This is fabulous. By the way, most of these, this is going to be the first time I've seen them yet. Holy smokes. I may go out on the limb and say this might be the best LOO I have ever played. That's pretty amazing sounding. I really like that a lot.
Otto wants to know, how much bigger is a Martin D series compared to a triple O? And is the J45 the same size as the D series from Martin?
So it is sort of the same size, J45 to D series. The J45 for Gibson was their version of a dreadnought. It is slope shouldered, so it's kind of slightly smaller, and it's also a short scale. But the dreadnought is quite a bit bigger than the triple O. Triple O and your OM are exactly the same size. A dreadnought is a significantly larger guitar shape, so keep that in mind. To go along with the professional series, by the way, the professional series is 100% made in the US. These guitars are US built guitars under $4,000. It is amazing. We are really thrilled to have them. In fact, we will have had every single model that they're making, including this one, which just arrived. I just pulled this out. The LDBO Blues, the Bourgeois Blues is what they call this. We've seen this in a full-on, I think we still have one used right now, but this is done in a full satin version. So again, all mahogany with the Ivoroid pickguard. Again, has that sheen to it. And again, this one will come in at 39 something, 60 something or other. So under $4,000. Full USA made, again, made in Lewiston from the same exact team. This one has not been inspected yet. These are really something special. I know that all the guys at Bourgeois are extremely excited about these. I have to say I am as well. These sound fantastic, and especially at their price point, all USA built at this price point. Killer. It does have the Dana Bourgeois signed label, so this is truly a Bourgeois guitar, just specially designed to be more affordable. All right, I got a couple more Bourgeois to go through here.
Alex A says, does anyone have a way to take the white sheen off of tuner buttons? I assume he means just the grime that comes up over time.
The white sheen, or does he mean, I don't know, does that mean on white buttons? Is that what he's talking about?
I think so, yeah.
Some people like
Some people
to
are
get
answering
the pearly whites, if they're trying to get those white new plastic buttons to look less, they will use shoe polish. And I've seen people use that to kind of take away some of that. This also falls in that same professional series. It's not tuned up yet, but this is the standard in a natural top. So instead of being a sunburst, usually the standard D, SD, is going to be in a burst. This one is not. This one will be as a natural top. Again, satin finish back and sides. Again, at that $3,900 price point. So that's pretty awesome. I'm not going to spend your time unless you guys want to hear it. I'll come back to it, but tuning it up to pitch, we can kind of skip on that one for a little bit. Because I got more Bourgeois. We got so many Bourgeois. We got some that were special delivered, including the one I know Tex wants to talk about. It is a fantastic guitar. All right, moving on. Where's the other one that I brought over? Maybe. I don't see it. All right, we'll talk about this one then. This is fantastic. So this goes in the same series as the one that we talked about with Tex. Dana had been talking about building a guitar more natural and standard to the lineup as a 1930s era Martin guitar. We'll set that there for now. That means that we're bringing back a lot of the stuff that was originally on those, including the T-bar neck nitrocellulose finish. This guitar actually made its way to Brian Sutton Camp before it made it to IBMA for us. Everybody there, including all the guys at Collings, all the guys at Pre-War Guitar, all of them said this was the best guitar of the show. And what it is a T-bar bass guitar, fabric braced, slot through saddle. Everything is done as a 1930s except for the neck joint on this. Now there's a couple things that they did do that's a little bit different that I'll show you on the other guitar that we've got, but this one is Sinker mahogany, which if you're starting to pay attention, the market is running out of Sinker mahogany. It's almost becoming impossible to find. So Sinker mahogany back and sides, all animal glue, everything on here is 30s style. The big difference on this and the one I will show you here in a little bit is the way the frets are installed. And yes, it does make a difference. So yeah, that one just came in. Super cool guitar. Has the vintage relic tuners. We'll get all the details on this. So it's a Country Boy added that it has the pre-war specs with the T-bar, fabric bracing, slot through saddle, nitrocellulose lacquer, and a couple of other vintage features on this. It does have the neck joint of a Bourgeois to make it more comfortable. Look at the wood on this though. Look at that. Sinker mahogany. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at the binding on here. It's got some character to the ebony binding. I like that. I wonder if that's their Code binding. I wonder if it is. All wood binding. So that's a one-of-a-kind piece that came in. And then the first one-of-a-kind that I'm going to show you, which is the one I know Tex has been drooling over, as have I. And like I said, Guitar Xana was here today, personally checking out stuff. So I said, you want to see something cool? And we went through this guitar.
Corey Count says, John, love the content. How well does a Yamaha FG5 perform for bluegrass? Amid what strings do you recommend on it?
It's fantastic. I still, standards, just stick with the XSs. I think you can't go wrong. I wouldn't change it for that particular guitar. I love the new FG5 glosses. I think they're great. So speaking in the same exact margin kind of things, this is the true vintage new package that is going to be happening. Bigger tone blocks. One of the big differences here, every Bourgeois usually has a small layer of binding to cover up the fret tangs, but that's not the way the pre-wars were done. So you will see that this is going to be one of the inlays that does have the slots to go along with it. But this basically is a true recreation, mostly true recreation of a OM 28 from the early 30s. I want to say like a 34-ish style. So one of the things that's cool about this is I worked with them. This was the first time, and this was all my idea to kind of do this. Again, all those same features, slot through saddle, nitrocellulose lacquer. This one does have the different block. It does have the different fret tangs, but fabric braces on the inside for your side braces. But Brazilian rosewood back insides, a beautiful quarter sawn set of Brazilian rosewood that is just fantastic. And then we also made it have the character of, sorry buddy,
Okay.
I got all my stuff in the way, of putting actual banjo tuners on here. Now the original ones were friction tuners, later on switched to banjo tuners. Now these have the Ricard tuners. It's a little bit nicer than what an original one would have had, but this has that. It gains a lot of extra sustain and punch. So that is a super cool option as well. So here we go, OM, and again, Tex, you need to let me know if you have this because I know this was gonna go. What a fantastic guitar. What are we looking for, buddy?
L-double-O.
Over there. All those I put over there.
Sorry.
So big, so powerful, so much sustain. Super comfortable.
Alex A says, can you please explain fabric braces?
Okay, if you can see inside here, tell me if I can get the right light in here. You will see the side braces are actually made of fabric instead of wood. Now Bourgeois and a bunch of companies have switched to that, but the old Martins all had a fabric. So what they did was they took ribbon and soaked them in glue, made them stiff, so it basically gave them stiffness without adding any serious mass. Can you see that in there at all? Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Can you see it better on this side? Can you see that one that's right in there? Do you see it personally?
I can't see it even personally.
Okay. It is a dark brown ribbon, about yay wide, soaked, and then they kind of just run it as an extra strength. Again, its main job is to stop cracks from continuing on, so that was Martin's deal. Now, later on, most companies that build boutique guitars started to work with a full-on wood brace, so building spruce in pyramid shape like a wooden brace. So it is a different sound, it is a different flavor, and different character to it. So
Don Curtis wants to know the price on that one.
this one is, so I got a special buy. Usually Bourgeois guitars in Brazilian rosewood are around 20. We just finished a custom build at 25. I got this one to price just over $16,500, which is fantastic for Brazilian rosewood, especially at that level. That is a well quarter sawn, looks more 1930s, has more of that character. I can't believe we were able to talk Bourgeois into making that happen, but we did. So I'm pretty crazy.
Doug wants to know, so he says, so do most companies allow other companies to copy them?
I mean, the thing about a lot of the, especially the vintage Martin stuff, it's been around so long, there's really no way to isolate that. It's what it is, and everybody's kind of building a Martin style. Obviously, they take their own take on it. But the only thing that you can really stop is just anything that says a Martin logo on top or something of that kind of nature, because it's almost become, public domain almost to this day for those style of builds. Now, again, things have changed, Martin's changed, but that is that 30s style. By the way, on that Corey, that's one guitar. Even if it sells, I can't let it go today. Gotcha. So it has to be filmed. So I have some more guitars from Bourgeois that are fantastic, including this. I want to say this was a vintage Touchstone. Fantastic. I do have one more thing I guess I should show you. We sold the one MF Sunburst from Bourgeois. So I did get one more in before release. So again, we still have to film with this, but I do have availability on this because they had another one available at the IBMA show. We sold the one we had. They told us to go ahead and do it for one lucky customer, and now I've got this one here. The new Sunburst. These things are fantastic. Everybody was raving. Actually had the guy from the pre-war booth wanted to buy this particular mandolin. This is the new Sunburst M5F. But that's a fantastic mandolin right there. Torrefied, everything on the burst on here with the torrefied maple just sounds and looks great. I think this is one of the best values in mandolins out there right now. This actually prices less than the blonde one at, I want to say just at $3,000, a little bit below. So,
Swedish Chef wants to know what was the price on the Dreadnought Bourgeois, the special.
So that one is going to be Sinker Mahogany. I want to say that one's just over 11. Sinker Mahogany, Adirondack top, done in that same style. Fantastic guitar. I will double check the price on that. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember it is the only one so far that has been built as well, just like that OM. So
Jared Birdman wants to know why aren't banjo tuners used on more guitars?
well, one, they add weight, a different style, different flavor. Not everybody loves it, but it sounds great and they work well in that particular situation. So it's just one of those kind of things that happens. What was this one right here? I don't even know what this is. What is this guitar? Another IBMA find.
Carol wants to know, do we have any new Ferk guitars?
No Ferk was there. Ferk was there, but they didn't have anything that they had for us. Oh, this is cool. This is our Thompson that we do have for sale. This is a old growth East Indian rosewood Adirondack spruce top, 12 fret triple O. I love, you guys know, I love the Thompson bound, or not purfling into the peg head and fretboard, done in the vintage style as well. This is a great looking and sounding guitar, 12 fret, double O, or triple O, sorry. What a great guitar. Again, old growth East Indian rosewood, Adirondack spruce top, all the Thompson features. Fantastic guitar. You guys know we never get any ones in, so it takes events like this for us to get Thompson guitars in. So this one, again, will not last once we get these all done. Now again, some of these, I don't remember the prices on this, but I will get those for you if we need to. But a lot of these guitars are going to need to be kind of claimed before they officially go in.
Any word on the Ferk mandolin? Alex wants to know.
I was told, don't ask about the Ferk mandolin by Ferk. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to ask about the Ferk mandolin. It is not a thing. According to them, not yet anyway. It is coming, they promise. But no. This is just in from Bourgeois. They actually had to hand carry it on a flight. Did I say that? Bourgeois? I meant Boucher. They carried this in a BG 42TG right here. So that's the gold 42T. So again, fully torrefied back and sides. The only thing that's not torrefied is the neck on this particular one. But torrefied back and sides, mahogany. I love these guitars. You all know it. And I love the folks. Big shout out to the folks from Boucher. They hung around, helped us tear down. Robin and Guillaume worked in the booth all week, hung around. We had the booth down in record time. They worked their butts off. Chattanooga. Another fantastic guitar. This one does the J run. In case you were wondering.
Somebody earlier said we haven't had a J run in.
I did one at the beginning of the show. You know how many J runs were being played? I had a guy come up to me at IBMA just to play me a J run. I have to say it was pretty impressive. Did you get any J runs played for you at Winfield Trip?
Nope.
Not one?
Not one.
Did you play any J runs for me at IBM or at Winfield?
Hinckley tried, but
Hinckley tried? I love it. All right, so there's Boucher.
yeah.
Gallagher. Killer. Jonas fell in love with this guitar. This was one of his favorites from the whole show. He loved this. This is the Gallagher Bluegrass Bell, a light finish on this, a hand-rubbed finish in a East Indian rosewood as well, addy-topped, thermo-geared, or torrefied top. There you go. Fantastic. This is, another great guitar. This is the Gallagher Bluegrass Bell in Indian Rosewood. Jonas's pick for his favorite of the IBMA show.
Don Curtis wants to know, compare Boucher to Bedell. Tone, comfort, and playability, please.
Comfort, very similar. A little bit more shiny sounding, I would say. Bedell tends to be a little bit more darker and thicker sounding. There's a lot more sparkle-ish kind of sound to the Bouchers. Very comfortable.
Alex A says we didn't hear a single J run at the flat picking contest either.
Why? Why not? I don't understand. That makes no sense at all. What is this guitar? Comes in the Hitchcock's case, that's all I know.
Somebody wants to know the price on the Gallagher.
I want to say it's right at $4. I don't know for certain. I'll have to double check on that.
Around 53.
That's what this is. Is that right? 53? Okay, so I was way off. 53 according to... So, Bourgeois mandolins, y'all. I'm going to show a few. We've got one of their octave mandolins in here. Gorgeous! Rubner tuners on this one. We got a bunch of stuff. So we are the official dealer for Bourgeois here in the United States. And these guys were showing it big, and I've got a few more to show. So... Huge sounding octave mandolin from Bourgeois, and do not ask me the price on this, I don't know. But since we're in that, we're going to go on to more mandolins.
Elle says, ooh, Bourgeois.
Yes, sir.
And Alex A wants to know if Jeremy can play that tomorrow. We can definitely get it.
Probably. We'll probably grab it. Hey, I just got, Alan Mundy came by yesterday. He is planning on being here for our next shop talk, not this week, but the week after that. All right, two more Bourgeoises. Mandolin time. Is Alex still out there? Did you say Alex A was here?
Yep.
There's so many mandolins you're going to be impressed with. We've got Reichlich mandolins. We have Lewandowski mandolins. We have, I got a few different ones, so this will be cool to talk. This is the A style from them. So This one is the, it doesn't say. Persephone, I want to say, in an A style. I'm not positive. I'll go through all these, but this is definitely maple back and side, spruce top with the Schaller Grand tuners in an A style. So there's one. Let's grab more. And there's a whole bunch more coming. I want to say there's 5 that have been lost in UPS land. In fact, poor Boucher's was trying to show their stuff at IBMA, and some of their stuff got lost. Our stuff got lost by UPS. So we're trying to work on getting all that stuff in stock. Let's see what this one is. I told you I had a lot to get through. Sorry, Trent. I'm wearing you out yet?
No, we still got one.
Good. Here's the F style to go along with that. This one will be the satin back gloss top F style mandolin. Again, this one has, I don't know what these tuners are. Maybe they're Waverleys? I can't tell. I will tell you this much. People have been playing these a ton at IBMA. The strings are dead, but it still sounds great. We also now carry the Boucher's tailpieces if you're wanting one that will fit a lot of the mandolin styles. I think this is designed to fit a standard screw space, but done in their cast way, so less chance of it breaking. So we do have these. I don't know what the prices are going to be, but we do have those in stock now.
Alex A says, I like their deeply carved backs.
Me too. I love that relief that they're doing. It looks super attractive, super nice. Well done. Oh man, the used 1940s leaving. That's a great guitar. It's one of my faves. I know. I do know for a fact. Corey said, I love this guitar. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what this is first. That's not supposed to be here. I can't show you that one. I was afraid that's what that was when I grabbed it. All right, let's see what this is. I think this is one of the John Boyd mandolins. It is. John Boyd out of Kansas City area. This one has a local builder. Definitely been working on his stuff, and they're getting a lot better. Has a more old look, has a black top, bird's eye maple back and sides, and obviously we want to see more cool mandolins in here. So this is cool to hear this. So that'll be one that comes in, again, built out of Kansas City. He brought some of these to be consigned in here. I think there's another one of those.
Alex A says, who would we tell about the secret mandolin that was
I am not going to say anything about that. Trust me, there's a lot of news to come out of what that is and where it's going and how it's going to go, and more news than I want to even get into right now. It's been a very interesting ride. To say the least. Ooh, this looks gorgeous. I think I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. All right, guys. Officially announced by way of the show, Reichlich mandolins are going to be in here. Now, this is the first one to be delivered, our second one. This one needs to be cleaned up. A lot of drool on this. This was my favorite mandolin company of all of IBMA. And I mean every builder that was there, my favorite sounding and looking fantastic built mandolins, Reichlich, and a great guy too. Holy smokes. Here's what I'm going to tell you about Reichlich. Buy these while you can, because this is going to be, in my opinion, the hottest new builder that's being out there right now. I'm blown away with his quality, his sound. This is the sound. This is with nickel strings on it, not my favorite choice, but holy smokes, does this sound great. Like I said, I'm blown away with these. So right click, got this, and we will have, I think he told me we're gonna have 3 or 4 of them very soon. He's got finishing up inside the workshop, and we are gonna be working with him pretty well exclusively through the acoustic shop. So I'm telling you, pay attention. That is going to be the hot shot mandolin.
Tex wants to know what happened to Hinkley.
Hinkley's not feeling so great. That's the big thing over here. We were all at conventions with people getting sick and whatnot, and I think they may have got it. This is pretty cool, and I got 2 mandolins from this fella, also fantastic, and then a new rising star in the mandolin world. This is Lewandowski, and I've got, to start with, an octave in guitar body. Lewandowski mandolins. This is a French polished maple back black top in the guitar body with a very V-shaped one, black face as he calls it, octave mandolin guitar body. Another one of those. He's building some great sounding instruments.
Ben Adam wants to know the price on the right slick.
I don't know right now, to be honest with you. I don't know. These all got left with us at the very end of the show, so all this stuff is being processed. I'm showing you ahead of time. I don't know.
Is that related to C.J. Lewandowski? Or
No, but it's funny you should say that, because it's Lewandowski, even though it's spelled Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski, but he is making a C.J. Lewandowski model, and I happen to have it right here.
Oh,
it comes in this case, which is really awesome. This is the Lewandowski. Lewandowski is on the outside here, but C.J. Lewandowski, sorry, had a special model built. Now, what's cool about this mandolin is that it has this nice case, first of all, but his shape is different than a standard F5 mandolin. If you notice, there's a elongated bottom end here, where the normal one would cut off right in here. This one does not. So fantastic sounding, big body. This is another one of those builders you need to be watching out for. Lewandowski. This is the CJ, obviously bringing back the Bobby Osborne, Sonny Osborne look with the arrowhead style truss rod cover. It does have, this is the only one that he does in the standard stamp tailpiece, but it does have the CJ signature on it. This is his signature model, has the pick guard, done in a burst, maple back and sides in that rubbed varnish finish. And again, this is a fantastic sounding mandolin. I played this at the show. And if I remember right, what's cool about this one is this one was finished on a date that is actually matching with CJ's birthday. He was going to keep this for himself, but he decided not to. to let us have it, actually, was the reason. So CJ told me in order to us get it out here, he was going to keep this because I think this was finished on his birthday. But listen to that super dark tone. Until you see it.
Okay.
All right. I don't know when I lost you. When did I lose them?
When you were putting away the Lewandowski.
Oh, when I was putting away the Lewandowski. So.
Question on the Bourgeois.
Okay, so Bourgeois, yes, is coming. We're building a special run on those. Where I'm hearing you on audio on the camera right now, it may not be as good. They're going to figure out how to fix that for you here in a second. But yes, we have a limited edition one. It is actually going to get modified even more so. I want to say it's $4,900, just under $5, for a Madagascar rosewood aged tone Adirondack spruce top. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be one of the coolest ones, and all American made at Lewiston. It's going to be a really cool guitar exclusively here at the Acoustic Shop. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I think that's it. You know, I've got some banjos. If we're not going to get back audio here, that's fine. I have some banjos. Ooh, I do have one thing I have to show you. Tell me if they come back. Now you don't even have. Yeah, you do. Hey there, 1 2 1 2. Trent, you got me? No?
Still on the camera.
Okay, we're still on camera audio. We'll make this happen all the way through this. I'm going to close off tonight's show anyway. There are more things. I've got Lewis banjos that came in, but here's something that I have to show you guys. And I don't have an exact price on this. This is a one-of-a-kind, specially built. This was supposed to be a prototype, and we got access to it. Nobody else will have this. It is a one-of-a-kind Eastman guitar that every time everybody sees this that's been in the shop has been knocked out. This is the predecessor to the Luthier series when they were doing the prototypes for this, and this is by far the most gorgeous Eastman guitar I have ever seen. Look at this. It is quilted sapele, except this is 4A grade, if not master grade. Quilted sapele, sapele top, 41 style. So this is actually an E40 style all the way around. Sides are gorgeous. The back is phenomenal. But here's what's crazy. The peg head and neck have the same quilted sapele all the way through. I've never seen that done on a neck. Quilted. The 3-color herringbone on the back with the 41 style back strip. Again, 41 style appointments all the way around, abalone. This thing, and it sounds great. So this is a one of a kind. We will be selling this. I got to get pricing and all that, but we will have the only one of its kind. This is it. So.
D Junior 10. When you get a chance.
The Junior 10s are great. All the Juniors are fantastic. If you want a small body guitar that feels more like a real, regular, full-scale guitar, I highly recommend those because of the fact that they do have the 24/9 scale, or the 25-inch scale, sorry, for Martin. Short scale, fantastic players. I love those little guitars. If you're going to go with a travel guitar, I do think that the new Martin Juniors are probably one of the best ones out there. We're all caught up? Good, because I am done talking. This was a lot. I know for a lot of you, be looking for this guitar. This is so fantastic. Look at that. It is gorgeous. Yeah, this was a special deal that I had to let them let me have. So this was a guitar that they ended up not releasing, but this is one that they built. They're calling it an MLOM AQS. So I'm going to say, I don't know what the ML Luthiers, I know that. Master Luthier Series. I guarantee you that's what that stands for. OM, A Quilted Sapele. So I wonder what the A stands for.
Aqua.
I don't know. I know that this is super, like, almost master grade Quilted Sapele. I've never seen anything that's just that gorgeous. So the neck alone is just fantastic. So, yep, this is your, and this will have the Goto 510 tuners on it. This is just super, super nice. I'm looking forward to spending some more time with this. So, Trent, are you tired yet? I am very much tired. Now that this audio's kind of died on us, we'll get this all fixed. But so many cool instruments from IBMA, some more that has come in besides this. I'm looking forward to this week as far as things. If there's anything here that you were excited about, I would lay claim to it because there's a lot of these guitars and instruments that are definitely there. Again, Tex, you almost had a delivery of that OM. The Bourgeois OM is probably one of my favorite things that's come out from Bourgeois. Yet I do love the new Professionals a lot. But that was fun. Everybody was talking about it at IBMA. Something that nobody thought would ever happen. Dana Bourgeois building a pre-war spec guitar. That's pretty darn cool. So, all right, guys. I hope you had a good time with me. Thank you, Dawson, for running the cameras. Thank you, Trent, for running everything until you didn't run it. I'm just teasing with you. You did a great job. We're glad to have. Here's what I wanted to make a special thank you and shout out. The team who ran everything this entire week, and I'm talking about everything. I had Dawson and I had Austin work in the shop. They had help from Casey and Kelly Freeland. They ran the shop all by themselves, not but one or two phone calls, and it was only like just basic procedural questions, nothing that was serious, no issues. They handled everything flawlessly. The team who went to Winfield, flawless, built out of very small resources, built a great booth. Ran it for the whole week. Trent was there with his dad. Emily and Hinckley all did an amazing job handling all of that. And then our team at IBMA, what a great team. Worked their entire behinds off. And it was pretty amazing. I'll work on that, Trent. Don't worry about it. This was probably one of the most amazing teams. And our staff here at the Acoustic Shop is... there's nobody that has a better team, and I do mean that. Our team is the best in the music business. I'm just so fortunate to have them with us. So thank you for that. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. We are on the road to 75,000 subscriptions. When we do get there, $3,500 prize package that includes a very limited guitar, which is the Madagascar 58957 like guitar. Same sort of specs without all the extra stuff, but we're going to give one of those away with another $1,000 in accessories. So make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment on that video, because that's how you enter into that one, and let everybody know about the Acoustic Shop and the amazing team here. We sure do appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all later. Have a good one. Thank you all. Tomorrow, Shop Talk.